here at Kilburn Sportsplex for West Adelaide versus Adelaide University, scheduled to kick off at 8:30 p.m. in the Apex Steel WNPL South Australia for the last game of round 5.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings. Tom Wren for sport. Jade Robran on the scene as it happens. Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide. Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
Six years, 8 months and 6 days it has been since Adelaide University have defeated West Adelaide in the Apex Steel WNPLSA, but could fortunes change tonight as these two sides battle at the fortress that is Kilburn Sportsplex, where West Adelaide, 20 months into their tenancy here, are still yet to walk off the pitch as losers. A few players with milestones tonight. Spotlight, but Adelaide Uni, of course, will be looking to take that shine for themselves and convert that into a winning match tonight. First versus sixth as it stands in the Apex Steel WNPLSA. And here is the side that is currently sitting first. Their starting lineup for them. Their starting 11 now unchanged for 3 matches in a row now. Erin Murphy in between the sticks with the back 4 in front of her in Hayley Wellington at right back. Victoria Costanzo and Gemma McFarlane as a central defensive pairing, and Lorianne Renault at left back. In midfield, a trio of Ellie Sparrow, Leonardo and Maddie Wright. Up top, Emma Ryan on the right wing, Nini Amada up top in her 50th WMPL match, and captain Nicole Blackett on the left in her 300th match. Congratulations, of course, to the both of them. On the bench, Georgia Macri returns after coming off injured early in round 2. And, of course, head coach is Costa Jaric. For Adelaide University, only the one change from last week as Talia Gromble comes in for Molly Simmons at right back. The rest of the starting team being Evelyn Goldsmith with the gloves, Sophie Burke, Macy Borton and Emily Bouchereau, fresh of her brace last week. In the midfield, Samantha Maudsley, Chinatsu Kai and Alicia Panagakos, one of 2 current uni players who were involved the last time Adelaide University beat West Adelaide back in 2019. Up front, Chloe Richardson continues on the right wing, Savannah Frisbee on the left and Charlotte King as the striker. Their head coach is Duncan Song.
Into milestone girls,
Nicole
number
Blackett
27,
and Nini Amada
for 50 wonderful games.
Bouquets of flowers, of course.
Number 12, Nicole Tilly Blackett.
Nini Amada joining West Adelaide last year, was with Sturt in her first year in South Australia, scored against them in that cup final, of course. And Nicole Blackett, 300 for her across her time here in South Australia and that short stint in Victoria with Heidelberg United. Once again, congratulations to the both of them. Great players in their own right. I'm your lead commentator, Seb O'Neill, with you for this one. The final match being played in round 5. This late 8:30 p.m. kickoff. Panagakos and Blackett just seeing there with our refereeing staff. Ellie Seaton as our centre referee, and assistant referees Cameron Joy and Faisal Karemi. West Adelaide, of course, undefeated this season, as they were all of 2025 in the regular league season. Of course, they weren't only talking about their finals campaign. Adelaide Uni didn't get one, them finishing second bottom, having to go through that promotion playoff in which they did beat Sturt Lions 5-1. Sturt Lions currently sitting top of the second division in the WSL, looking to return back to the top flight since 2023. 24, I should say, sorry. And we are just about all set for kickoff. Will be Adelaide University with kickoff. West Adelaide going from right to left, Uni from left to right. First versus 6th on the table here at Kilburn Sportsplex as we get underway and started. Uni already on the front foot. And Erin Murphy with her first touch of the football as she throws it wide, long to Nicole Blackett. Turns well against Chinatsu Kaio. Renault looking for the ball from Ellie Sparrow to Blackett, but just falling for Renault to retrieve and regain possession for West Adelaide. Wellington looks for the ball through the middle, but can be swept up by Macy Borton. That's a loose one there. Lets Blackett pounce. She puts her ball first time into the centre. Will fall eventually for Emma Ryan, but that's a loose touch from the Northern Territory born Alicia Panagakos getting rid of. And now just bouncing for the black and white throw. time they did meet 0-0 in the league last year. And Goldsmith having to come off injured at half-time as well, just about. But from that point on, didn't get too many points, did Adelaide Uni. Which did lead them to an unfortunate end to the season. West Adelaide, of course, finishing premiers, but that finals campaign losing to Campbelltown in that qualifying final for the final. Campbelltown themselves, another team at the moment, embroiled in a bit of a battle at the bottom of the table. Currently against Flinders United, they're leading. Campbelltown at home 2-1. As we talk here. Throw it on that far side for Adelaide Uni. Was bucketing down just before this match started. Seems to have held off only for now. Trying to build something there, but wayward touch leaves it in the away side's favour. It's about 14 degrees at the moment in Adelaide. Kyo. There's a nice ball over the top and down that left wing. Frisbee trying to look for the ball in, does find it, and King is trying to use her, at least in that situation, perhaps unfavoured foot on her left there, trying to almost flick it in. But the first attack of the match for either side, really, and well built by Adelaide University. That one kept in play by Blackett. Renault, her touch poor. Now Chinatsu Kyo pokes it back in, does grumble for the Japanese midfielder. Spills back out, and West look for an attack of their own. That cross coming in, headed away by Emily Bouchereau. Scored twice last week, of course, from corners against Salisbury Inter. Hadn't scored since round 4 of last year. As the former Metro centre-back, Emily Bouchereau. Headed by King, goes out for a West throw. Early starters are these two sides. Uni, so far this season, from their 8 goals, 5 of them have come in the first 10 minutes across all their 4 matches. West Adelaide have 3 of their 14 coming in that same period. They've also both all been scoring first in their matches. So one of those records will come to an end if we do get goals, which, going off the course of this season, does seem likely. Only 3 keepers across the whole league season so far have kept clean sheets, that being Ayano Kurosawa of West Torrensburg Calla, Matilda Comley of Salisbury Inter, and Mia Trimboli of Football SA. Other than that, every match has had both teams score goals. Wellington. Her poke to Emma Ryan, a bit too high for the winger. Update around the grounds. Albury Vista 1-0 up against Salisbury Inter on the back pitch at Service FM Stadium. Campbelltown 2-1 as the second half has started against Flinders United, and Burkalla earlier on That game at 6:15, them against Metro Stars, finishing 1-0 the way of West Torrens Bacala through a penalty. Blackett. Touched on by Kayo, and out for the home side's throw. Around Renault to take it. The Canadian. One of only 2 new first-team signings for West Adelaide this year. Decent cross in, the header out, falls for Hayley Wellington. She's done it from here before, has Hayley Wellington. Not to be on this occasion. Update around the grounds brought to you by One World LED and Sportal Systems for all your indoor and outdoor digital display solutions. Goal kick for Adelaide University. Go right at a plate. Right back out of play. Another throw. Loose ball. Uni having to just about scramble to clear, and they do so in the end. Still with West Adelaide pressure though. That will be cleared out. Over the brick wall here at Kilburn too. Certainly does do itself favours with its nickname being the Fortress, surrounded by grey brick wall. And of course West Adelaide only been here about a year and a half now, playing in the WMPL, still yet to lose. A few draws having come along the way, but will be a goal kick. Goldsmith. A risky pass and very tight, but do make their way out of it. Borton looking down that right side to Talia Gromble. Up against Leonardo. Both formerly of Salisbury Inter. Gromble more recently being last year. No foul on Chinatsu Kayo, and West Adelaide look to break. Ball was maybe rushed, but Emma Ryan with her pace just trying to apply the pressure. Gromble, once again. I was looking to poke it through to Kayo. Has the 2 goals already. Just Chinatsu Kayo, joining from Florida International University over in the US. Over 60 matches for them in her time in America. It's a well-weighted header to let Maddie Wright drive through the midfield. Laurent Renault has Blackett as a close option and does use her. It's a nice ball and a nice build-up here from West Adelaide. Maddie Wright on the left, looking for the cut back into the centre. Able to be cleared away without too much harm being done. But once again, West Adelaide looking to continue applying that pressure. Renault. A wayward pass, which has only just managed to be kicked in, but to no real advantage, and that one's been cleared right into the stands here. I think that was Bouchereau. Of course, we had the cup break last weekend where only 4 teams in the WSL played in the cup round, so all WNPL teams having a week's break and a refresh. West Adelaide's last coming against Campbelltown, a 3-1 win here at Kilburn. Adelaide Uni drawing 2-2 with Salisbury Inter. On the left now, Uni. Was forced to the byline and unable to take any advantage with it. Aaron Murphy on the goal kick. Sure if that was looking for Blackett initially. Uni now becoming the beneficiaries, trying to make their way through here. Kayo, no foul on her, has the shot. Aaron Murphy coming out to collect easily enough. Winning the header there was Bouchereau. Salisbury Inter and Robbery Vista back square at 1-1. Into getting that equaliser just now. Not too far up the road from here at Kilburn. At Service FM Stadium. Throwing towards the line and the ball kept towards the line. It was looking for a cutback once again there, but had too many black shirts in the way. Will be a corner. A first of the match. Delivery into the centre. Header's only away and then the clearance is well done. Have to chase it down and she does do so to keep it in play. Had options in the centre but the ball outrunning herself in Charlotte King. Has had to deputise up front in the absence of Kelly Tataran and Alana Fitzsimmons, both out with injury. Alana Fitzsimmons, unfortunately, with a long-term injury, which will keep her out for the remainder of the season. Only just coming off a ACL injury last year. Has been a good start to the game for them, though. Again, in a game which, over the years, results haven't favoured them. Haven't won this fixture since 2019. 1-0 at West Beach. Mia Lundqvist scoring for Adelaide Uni that evening. Since then, it's all been West Adelaide's way. Interestingly enough, only 2 Adelaide Uni players who are playing tonight remain from that, being Evelyn Goldsmith and Alicia Panagakos. Gemma McFarlane was playing for Uni that day. Also Laura Johns, now retired, both of most recently West Adelaide and Adelaide Uni playing that afternoon. For West Adelaide, they've got 3 in Macri, Blackett and Burnett as that ball comes in towards the aforementioned Evelyn Goldsmith. Searching for her first clean sheet of the season, of course. has had a very fine start in these first 4 rounds. Keeping out plenty. Missed the second half due to injury last year, did Goldsmith. And helps launch an attack here. Frisbee trying to take it past Wellington as the ball does come in and made it past 1 or 2 defenders of West Adelaide. It's well touched down. Maybe just getting held slightly there is Yamada. Uni, though, very, very well done. Ko just unable to keep her feet in the end. Just going back to that game in which Uni did win against West Adelaide. Another not player mentioned involved that day in the win. Costa Jaric, but for Adelaide University. Hoping his own record doesn't come to an end tonight, of course. Just caught in the corner, trying to make her way out of it, but that's well done by Ryan. Wellington looked to go long down the wing. Yamada. Maybe he was looking for the switch, instead went central. Renault, Blackett out on a run on this left side. Will find the 300 gamer. That's a good ball in from Blackett. Headed away, maybe just slightly short of an option in the end. Maddie Wright. Still with it is Maddie Wright. Gromble getting a touch. Loose ball falling into the box. That clearance none too convincing. Leonardo shaping up from distance. Not enough in that shot to trouble Goldsmith. Featured in the team of the month was Leonardo in midfield. As was Evelyn Goldsmith. 4 players in Team of the Month for West Adelaide in Costanzo, Noto, Ryan and Yamada. Uni having 2 in Evelyn Goldsmith and Sophie Burke. Showing how good these 2 sides starts to the seasons have been. Early on, Uni definitely giving a bit of trouble to West Adelaide here as that ball's won back not once but twice by Gromble. Went to go through the legs of Renault there. Another loose one. Costanzo getting there first and managing to poke its way through. They come forward again. Wellington making a crucial interception. Just being pulled back and fouled. Free kick for West Adelaide. Didn't initially find a white shirt from Erin Murphy's ball, but did fall to Sparrow. Now with Renault. Forced to go back. Campbelltown now with a 3-1 lead over Flinders. Both looking for their first 3 points of the season. Campbell down in the driver's seat to do that as it stands at Steve Woodcock Sports Centre. Kayo puts the ball through for King. Her touch loose. Yamada gets past two. And outside of the boot ball. Again, the two milestone players. Blackett taking it past Grompel. Was trying to cut in there. Was Blackett, but Borton getting the interception, forcing them into a corner, in which they'll have to defend. They scored two of their own last round, but now need to keep one out. It's not a bad corner in at the back post. The header not on target, though. Quarter of the way through the match, halfway through this first half at the moment. As another goal comes in for Campbelltown, 4-1 up against Flinders. Still looking for our breakthrough here. Hayley Wellington, very strong from her to get the better of her marker. Bouchard having a shield off that ball there and play it back to Goldsmith. Her clearance only really high and will end up in an opposing throw. They'll go again. Oh, now the third bite at the throw-in. And a fourth. Trying to turn. I think there was Yamada. Couldn't get the right side. Header back in. Blackett flicking it over the top for Yamada. Goldsmith, though. Strong goalkeeping from her. Renault wins the header and finds the direction on it too. Always difficult under pressure. Having to combat your opponent and also get the header on at the same time. Loose touch from Maddie Wright. Kayo trying to give herself some options to play to. Goes back to Alicia Panagakos. Pass lacking the pace to get past, but Kayo retrieving the loose one. Shot had power. And defenders in the way. Morton off Renault. And it came off the shoulder of Yamada there. Costanzo. At the moment, both sides just turning over the ball. Another loose one. And then the same again. No real control taken in this opening 25 minutes by either side, really. It's been fairly even. Uni, though, looking to change things. Another wayward pass. Hayley Wellington finds Emma Ryan. A player in form is Emma Ryan. Looking to play it through for Yamada. Got there first. Perhaps when they thought she might not have. But once again, Evelyn Goldsmith making a crucial save to keep that one out. A corner, though, still to contend with. 5-1. Campbelltown against Flinders now, running away with that result. Here's the corner, into the near post. Bolton getting the touch only down. Unable to find anything. Blackett's here! And in game 300th, she scores her 171st and puts West Adelaide 1-0 up in just under half an hour.
What an absolute crack-out goal. West Adelaide 1, Adelaide Uni 0.
Goldsmith unable to keep that one out. And finally, a goal in this one. Back underway now that Leonardo has done up her shoelaces. Macy Bolton finds it nicely for Gromble. Renault just getting the final touch. Uni have their first corner of the match. Kayo to deliver this one in. Almost chipped in that corner, only into the side netting. Wasted opportunity there. Only have the one loss this season to Adelaide Union. That was against Adelaide Comets in round 2. Now we're 2-0 up. Samantha Maudsley having herself sent off and then ended up losing that match 3-2 in the final 10 minutes. Unfortunately for them. Once again, they do well to play themselves out of a cul-de-sac to West Adelaide. Going around the grounds once again. Salisbury and Morbury Vista about to enter half-time. 1-1 currently there. Campbelltown and Flinders about 20 minutes left in their match. 5-1. The home side are up, and Anna Pritchard hat-trick as well included in that. Earlier today, West Torrens-Burkalla beating Metro Stars 1-0. And on Easter Monday, Adelaide Comets defeating Football SA 4-1 in the first match of the round. Loose touch, leaves Blackett through. Has Nini Yamada to her left, but Blackett might look for a second of her own. And on her night, she makes it 2 for West Adelaide and 2 for herself.
West Adelaide 2, Adelaide Uni 0.
Past the half-hour mark. And Captain Nicole Blackett on the score sheet once again. After, in all honesty, what has been a fairly even half, West Adelaide do what they tend to often do, is take their opportunities when they get them. And have they done so? In particular, of course, now Nicole Blackett. Adelaide Uni have had quite a few forays forward, but have been kept out and blocked. Wellington. Pass off her left is off target from where it was looking. Puts a ball through nicely, looking for King, but Murphy's able to get there first. King catching Erin Murphy, and ends up being a free kick. Renault touches the ball in the end. Blackett. Kosciuszko, even with his side 2-0 up, delivering plenty of instructions. As that one goes through the legs of our referee, Ellie Seaton. Notto. Well-weighted ball towards Ryan. Got past both of those two. Salisbury into 2-1 up. Scoring late in the first half against Mulberry Vista. As that one heads to half-time. Of course, Kosciuszko without one of his assistant coach tonight, and Owen Gallus away at the Emerging Matildas Championships as an assistant coach for the under-15 girls side. The women's side of that tournament having started. Plenty of Football SA players involved in that. Only the two from outside in Tambakis and Pridham, both from Adelaide Comets over in that tournament. As Uni try and find a ball in here. Here come Uni once again. The cross in is low. He's looking to get a second bite at it. As it looks like Nini Yamada just taking a slight fall and is now just hobbling on her feet. And seemingly in a bit of pain is Yamada. Just under 10 minutes left to play. King comes off her last for a West Adelaide throw. Ball in midfield. Touchdown. And then the shot off target by Charlotte King. Renault. Her pass finds Yamada looking for the quick touch. And Renault again. Back to Erin Murphy. Richardson just trying to put her under a bit of pressure, the goalkeeper. That's quickly played and well done by West Adelaide. Swerving through and playing a nice pass is Ryan Blackett, of course, looking for the hat-trick unselfishly. Chipping that ball in to the box. Touchdown by Chinatsu Kaira. Noto. Right on it. That ball over. McFarlane will shield off for Murphy to clear forward. And does make its way through for Yamada. Takes the touch up. Uni do well too. Chano down for now. Right. Back out wide to Blackett. Wellington. Ryan. Just able to keep it in. Will she get there, Hayley Wellington? Not before it goes out. On miss hit by Goldsmith. Played out in the end for the throw. Costanzo. It's a nice ball through for Maddie Wright. Has the pressure on from Maudsley and does concede the foul. And the first booking of the match goes the way of the American. Final 5 minutes of the half. Whoever who does take it, it is a tight angle if they do wish to shoot. All but two outfielders in the box for this free kick. As it's delivered in towards the back post, it's bouncing in the area. And Goldsmith, once again, getting the loose ones. Erin Murphy, the two-time WNPL All-Star, formerly of both Fulham United and Football SA program. Also has represented Australia at blind football as the 24-year-old West Adelaide goalkeeper. No foul either way there. Referee Ellie Seaton letting the play go. Emma Ryan on the right wing. Gets past. Again, trying to use her pace. Stays in play, actually, from Emma Ryan, it does. Ryan puts it in the centre, right at the penalty spot for Yamada. Able to contain her, only for now. Noto, right up against it in Savannah Frisbee. No fouls given in that play, even with a few flailing arms. Renault. A few touches of her own, Lauriane Renault. Looking for her first goal, plays it in the centre, looking for the delivery. Noto gets the touchdown. Sprays it back out wide left. The cross in from Blackett. Not put goalward by any individual. That one goes out before it was able to be cleared. Blackett finds Wellington nicely. Wellington, I think that was a shot from the right back. She joined the club last year from Football SA, did the Cumberland United Junior. Matilda herself has been a part of camps previously. That ball finds King. Then the low cross in. Cleared. Just trying to manoeuvre her body, Richardson, to find the pass. Does do so. The cross come in. But to nobody in particular. If you're just joining us as we approach half-time, Nicole Blackett with a brace. As it stands for West Adelaide in her 300th match. Nini Yamada in her 50th. Uni looking to spoil the party though. Gromble puts a low ball in. Able to get in the way of that one was the West Adelaide defence. Ball looking for Yamada. Bouchero just poking it back towards Evelyn Goldsmith. Noto with the chest down. That one just breaking down in the attack from West Adelaide. Richardson against Hayley Wellington. Again, both former Football SA players. At the referee's discretion, in terms of how much time is to be added on. Hasn't been too much other than the goals. Booking for Maudsley. The only other event having occurred. And that will be where the half-time break is called. West Adelaide 2-0 up at half-time. A fairly even affair, in all honesty. West Adelaide, as always, showing what they can do from minimal chances, being clinical when they need to be. And at the moment, proving the better of the two sides as it stands. The 27th and the 23rd minute for Blackett. 5 minutes in between those two goals. I'm sure she'll be searching for a hat-trick in the second half, no doubt. The Adelaide University, plenty worth a goal in this one. Putting the home side under pressure and really trying to make a match out of this one and continue a very fine start of their season. Looking at the stats, 6 shots, 5 on target for West Adelaide, 3 and 2 for Adelaide Uni. Right, the stat that does matter for them, unfortunately. 2 goals the way of West Adelaide as it stands. School holidays are almost here. Our Kickstart and Game Ready clinics are back these holidays. They are the perfect chance for boys and girls aged 5 to 14 to stay active, make new friends and...
I signed my child up. Well, this is probably second time, I reckon. Last year we did it as well. I thought it'd be good for her to get out and be active because she loves playing soccer.
It's just great to get the kids out, especially off the iPads and stuff like that as well.
She's made new friends, and I'd definitely recommend it to other people.
So you just enjoy the game and just enjoy playing with other kids, yeah.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Inside. 10 pass isn't really that great, but they still have it. Shot from distance, and that is an absolute rocket from Caelan Laird. Super sub comes on, makes it 3-0.
Cutting inside, has the strike. Hussein! That's an unbelievable goal, Abu Hussein, for his first of the club. We're only 5 minutes in here, but he's almost taken the net off.
Ball. Bucco now, great crossfield pass to Dominic Costanzo in this side here on his left, gets a shot in, that's goal bound, and it's gone in. Fine finish by Dominic Costanzo, making it 1-1 on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. And maybe no. Scores update in a minute here as this free kick comes in from Kasimovic. He's hit it well. Oh, Hasan Kasimovic, pick that one out. Oh, that's I've got no words, Paul. No. That doesn't happen very often, but that's a fine free kick.
No, that's a super strike. Super strike.
Might have been playing out to the path of that Stella, but 2 weeks past the end now. Forger on the break. Sia John has a shot from distance. Wow! Goal of the week! Sia John!
One of the best signs that we know when it is a positive experience is when children keep coming back. We want them to be open to make a mistake, so they keep learning. The learning is hidden within the games. So as much as possible, get in contact with the ball.
The kids are repeating the drills a lot, so it just becomes a muscle memory. The kids don't need to focus on the skill itself, they just do it naturally, yeah.
I love refereeing because it's a challenge, you know, to go out to try and get the right decision, manage some of the egos or the personalities, knowing that you've got all these different types of people at play. And it's actually been a good life school as well. I started refereeing junior games on the Sunday. I was playing in senior football on the Saturday, so I felt like, you know, making some money. I think I was a decent player back then. You know, I could have stayed around and played senior football in NPL, but I decided to go refereeing, and I've got in the National League much quicker than if I was as a player. Probably wouldn't have made it as a player, to be honest. Just kind of never looked back and was happy to progress. But I think people should try refereeing. I think it's a great tool to realise, you know, how you can also contribute to part of the game. There's pathways. Definitely it can be a rewarding career.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings. Tom Wren for sport. Jay Drobran on the scene as it happens. Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide. Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
So the Youth Club Championship, we've designed a structure where the under 13s, under 14s, under 15s and 16s all compete together as one club. They'll play at the same venue, they'll play one after each other. It allows the technical director to be at the venue to help educate and look after the coaches, and also there's a focus on player development.
Players are now knowing where they are at and the pathway to follow each year. If they continue with the YCC, they should be in a position where they can go into senior football. It's a lot clearer around the steps they need to take to keep tracking as a player.
We've created an additional YCC training session or seminar night. All the players involved had the opportunity to do an extra additional skills session development plan, and we had Adrian Stanter coming in to talk about how to become a more professional player from a younger age.
The fact that as a club we are investing heavily in the juniors to ensure that we're putting those tools in place, that the YCC is wanting from us. That's certainly bringing around some benefits to the club and to junior development across the board.
Everyone's trying to obtain points for their club, but also with a strong focus on how do we create a competition where players can play against like players.
The one thing I have noticed is it's been a bit more focused on getting the balance right. So, you know, trying to keep the best teams playing against each other throughout the entire year and not having this big disparity between one team or another, one club or another.
So what it has allowed us to do is have quality games every week, which has benefited the competition and given the girls a chance to sort of understand what it's like to play at that elite level. While development is a good focus, YCC does bring out the aspect of results as well, which helps find that balance for players to transition to senior football.
So I think with the YCC structure now in place, there's become a better level. And with a better level, there's been higher intensity within our sessions, and that's allowed for greater development in terms of a player, technically, tactically, and that's given them the best chance to keep improving their game.
Yeah, look, I think there's certainly brought around a lot of excitement to the club on YCC Day. The club's buzzing, a lot of the parents and players really enjoy seeing the kids play, and what is really now an elite pathway in junior football in our state.
Something that resonated with me right on the onset was about connecting a budding footballer with the right coach with the right club, and the right club being part of the right football environment. So the YCC tells me that this has been a fantastic implementation by Football South Australia.
Welcome back for the second half here at Kilburn Sportsplex. West Adelaide 2-0 up at the break as we head into the second half. Nicole Blackett with a brace. Game, though, on the whole, has been fairly even. West Adelaide having just more so taken their opportunities when they've come. Adelaide Uni, very few clear-cut opportunities as the second 45 starts. An inventive kickoff from Yamada as she finds Emma Ryan. Early on looking for a third. Emma Ryan putting the ball in, looking for the cross. Finds the connection. But the set play from kickoff nearly working out perfectly. And catching almost everybody here off guard, really. That one cleared into the stands. Hallie Wellington to take this throw. Goal kick for Adelaide University. Have scored in all their games so far this season, as have most clubs. At the moment, one of only a few games that have only had the one side score. We had another one earlier tonight with West Torrens Bocala defeating Metro Stars 1-0. Campbelltown City just only a few moments ago winning 5-1 against Flinders United, with a late red card as well for the home side in Campbelltown. Didn't affect them too much in the end, of course. Free kick for Uni. Goldsmith coming up and pushing all but one player into that attacking half. Comes in long. Header down from Richardson, but to no other player wearing black. Maudsley gets it down. Trying to find their rhythm in this second half. You'd imagine to be the case for Adelaide Uni. Richardson down the left, puts a ball into the box, able to be gotten rid of only momentarily as Burke puts a ball in of her own. The flag did go up, but I think it went up against Richardson. She didn't touch the ball, though, so it would have been interesting to see if the ball had gone in, if it would or wouldn't have been offside. Moot point now, though, of course. Maudsley, joining from the University of Rio Grande, Texas, born in Texas, is Samantha Maudsley. Cross comes in from the right, looking for Richardson. Murphy leaping highest and capturing with her gloves. Ryan gets the touchdown instead of Burke. Has Blackett through on the wide left, but the touch from Ryan deceiving herself. Richardson trying to turn against Haley Wellington. Instead plays a nice ball herself down the right. Emma Ryan looking for the cutback. Might even go herself. Emma Ryan finds nearly in the end. Coming off the post. Keeping out a possible third, but here's another one to contend with. Headed up. And still pinballing about on the edge. A few non-convincing touches of the ball from either side, in all honesty, there. for West Adelaide. 3 of their 4 conceded goals so far this season have come either side of half-time, whether that be in the first or the second, but with only 15 seconds left of this second half, it looks like there won't be another as they look for one of their own cleared by Bouchereau. But the flag goes up for an offside offence on the far side. Throw in, having to be retrieved from outside of the fence. At least it's not over the wall like it was in the first half after a clearance. Putting that one out of harm's way. Looking down this left side. Unable to find the ball back into the centre where they really want it. Forced back out wide. They'll go on with the throw. Cut back, unable to be found. Still a corner for them though. In swinging corner. To the back post, punched away by Goldsmith and then cleared. I think that was Borton. Wellington. Short passes between her and Renault. Leaves a through ball on for Richardson. Up against the Canadian. Lorianne Renault gets there first. Has to chase back to get back in position though. Uni just trying to cause some chaos for West Adelaide in this second half. And that one's gone right into the face. Is a cold night, of course. Those ones will always hurt that bit more. 14 degrees here in Adelaide as we get towards 10 p.m. There's been a bit of rain over this weekend, today and this evening. Another throw. At their current rate, West Adelaide scoring about 3.5 goals a game. Adelaide Uni with 2.75. That statistic for them. Most common scoreline this season so far actually is a 2-1, which would also fit the narrative of the statistics we have. Bouchard, her clearance of the ball just mistimed. Salisbury into 3-1 up against Modbury Vista now at Service FM Stadium. The only other concurrent game going on with Campbelltown and Flinders, Burkalla and Metro all complete, and Football SA and Comets having done battle on Monday afternoon. Nice turn from Yamada. Yamada looking to unleash from distance. Not a bad effort from a player with 41 goals in her, before this match, I should say, 50 matches in South Australia with mainly West Adelaide now, but had that first season here in which she came to the state with Sturt Lions. Had an outstanding individual season, then wasn't able to help keep them up in the division though, even after having a cup final against her now current side and scoring against her now current side. That cross comes in. Can they make something of this, Adelaide Uni? A loose touch from Chinatsu Kaio lets Leonardo pounce on the loose ball. Just looking for a good final baller, Uni, and that isn't one of them. Their attacks starting well just tend to be breaking down towards the end with no end product. Ball didn't go out of play. Emma Ryan allowed to continue on her run, but her 1-2 back not reaching her. Only scored 3 goals last year. Has 4 in 4 matches. Does Emma Ryan after joining from Darwin Hearts in the Northern Territory last season. Yamada having to chase this one down and perhaps looking to turn provider instead of goal scorer, in which she has been in her time in South Australia. Will be a corner. Sparrow to take this corner on her right boot. Out swinging into the middle, touched up and down and out for a goal kick. We thank our partner Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, and One World LED and Sportal Systems for all your indoor and outdoor digital display solutions. Salisburyans are now 4-1 up against Modbury Vista. Them in their first season back in a few years, Vista, in the WNPL. Didn't stay up on that occasion either. Looking to do so this time around in this stint. Booming clearance. Ending up in a pass to Emma Ryan. Couldn't get a touch past Sophie Burke. Murphy only finds Sophie Burke. Wellington under pressure from Richardson. And then King, but Wellington gets past all of them. Her ball towards Blackett, doesn't reach her captain. Maudsley unable to keep it. Sparrow. Richardson now trying to put her under a bit of pressure herself. Sustained possession. Commentators curse right there on Hayley Wellington. In full display. University look to be readying up a change as we tick past the hour. Kaya, her head up, going to the head of Wellington. King. Sister Ruby playing for Football SA, currently at the Emerging Matildas Championships. That comes back, that cutback comes in, sorry. Burke taking this throw. Right. Ryan. Too much on the ball for a touch to keep. Charlotte King. At the moment, just pressure between both of these two sides. Neither really giving up. And Charlotte King on the ground at the moment. Just a little sore. Tried to get up, but has stayed down. They looked like Uni, they were readying a change anyway. Looks to be all right to continue with Charlotte King. Joined Uni from Salisbury into this season. Only had the one goal for Inter last year. Has the one so far for Uni, and that was against Metro in that massive win. Blackett on a hat-trick and looking for it. Gets a corner instead. All delivered in, header by Yamada. Towards Goldsmith, though. Panagakos. Switch ball didn't reach. Emma Ryan. Infield towards Maddie Wright. Long ball over the top. Doesn't find a teammate. Ryan held off that ball to play the pass to Maddie Wright. Sophie Burke getting the better of her, though. Has had a fine game individually as Sophie Burke. For Uni. Brianna Hammersley looking to come on. Few chasing this down, including Erin Murphy. She opting to clear. Burke's header goes out of play. Possibly could be a double substitution for Adelaide Uni if the action on the bench is to be adjudged so. Yamada unable to turn. Sure she'll be looking for a goal to mark her milestone match. Would be a 4th of the season for her. Cleared away. King battles against McFarlane. Wellington keeping it from going out and then playing forward. Ryan this time getting the better of Sophie Burke. Emma Ryan still going, finds Yamada on the cutback, turns once, looks on her left, and that's a prime Nini Yamada finish. And again, in her milestone 50th,
West Adelaide 3.
She puts her name up in lights. Nini Yamada making it 3-0. And a 42nd goal in South Australian football for her. Changes having been made. Poppy Clark coming on, as has Harriet Burnett coming on. Poppy Clark with her twin sister Minnie Clark also on the bench. And Harriet Burnett as well on for West Adelaide, another former WNPL All-Star, and with the Football SA program. McFarlane's ball in. Finds the head of Nini Yamada. I was looking to loop that one over Evie Goldsmith. Salisbury into 5-1 up against Mulberry Vista. That game coming towards the end of that yellow card given for that challenge on the yellow card was for Chloe Richardson. We'll get back underway with a free kick. Chiatsu Kairo. Maybe a bit quieter tonight than Adelaide Uni would want her to be. Cross comes in, deceives Charlotte King. Though the ball out falls for Sophie Burke. Emma Ryan doing defensive work herself against Sophie Burke this time. Unlike it has been. That's a nice ball. Burnett looking for Yamada in the cutback. Ball was behind her. The clearance falling to Emma Ryan once again. Played back by Poppy Clark. Kayo plays the ball. Erin Murphy doesn't decide to come out, and Poppy Clark's in on goal here. Finds the angle. Murphy captures brilliantly. And we'll apologise, as that was Savannah Frisbee on goal there, as she is here now on her left. As with Samantha Maudsley, joined from the University of Rio Grande, Texas. Another substitution for Adelaide Uni. On comes Molly Simmons and Brianna Hammersley, as Alicia Panagakos and Charlie King comes off. First match she hadn't started this season, Molly Simmons. Started in all the previous 4 and all throughout pre-season. Caught under pressure there was Erin Murphy, and still trying, pulled down there. That one going the way of West Adelaide. An uncharacteristic lapse in concentration from Erin Murphy. Has just under 20 minutes to find her first clean sheet of the season after keeping 5 last year, including one against Adelaide University. Yamada dropping deep to receive and then playing the ball back out wide. Renault pulls her way. Under 20 minutes left here at Kilburn Sportsplex. I'm sure the players thankful that the rain has held out for pretty much the whole match. Ball cuts in by Maddie Wright, falls to the back post and is skied. I think it was Harriet Burnett. Her effort going high. Another long kick from Evelyn Goldsmith. Missed that second half of the season last year through injury, but managed to recover just back in time to play in that playoff match against Sturt Lions, in which they did end up winning fairly convincingly 5-1. Former South Adelaide and West Torrens Burkalla player. Has some boot on her too, as we've seen tonight. And safe with her hands. That ball switched. Burke just trying to shield it for Goldsmith. Chinatsu Kayo. Renault gets the ball back. Goldsmith having to boot high once again. Lotto's touch turns into a pass. Kayo. No foul on Maddie Wright. Changes to come. Georgia Macri in place of Emma Ryan. Returns after having come off injured in 24 minutes against Metro Stars. Has missed the last 2 matches. Will make her impact from the bench. Very, very experienced player is Georgia Macri, as we've, of course, come to know over the years. Formerly of Fulham, Campbelltown, time with Adelaide United as well. Throw in. Does enter the box, but not long enough to find a shirt in black nicely. Orton. Her pass is high and kept down by Blackett. Maybe a bit of a quieter second half than her first, as she plays a ball out wide to Macri. Macri's ball in. Finds the edge of the area. Back out wide on this right side to Macri. Her cross in. Becomes a corner. She might even be a throw. Have to wait and see what Hayley Wellington does. I think it is a throw. Under 15 minutes left. Edge of the box here. The shot coming on goal. Ends up going over from Lauriane Renault. The ball long. Imagine the real goal now for West Adelaide is to keep a clean sheet. Such a difficult task in the WNPL this year. Blackett has a slight nip of the heels there. Matches, I should say, have averaged about 4 a match so far this season, with them coming about every 23 minutes per match. It's quite astonishing how many goals we're having so early in the season. These two sides now also knowing their fate in the Cup. West Adelaide hosting Sturt Lions on the weekend of the 23rd and the 26th of April here at Kilburn, and Adelaide Uni also at home to Western Strikers. Both, of course, WSL opponents. Sturt currently top of the second division. Western Strikers in mid-table. That's well done by McFarlane to get herself in front first. Wellington. Back to Murphy. Looks for the switch ball and finds it. Well, she does. Blackett just blocked off the ball there. Driving to try and win that ball back. Crossing maybe just slightly rushed. Maddie Wright, hers too, possibly the same. Clearance puts them under a bit of pressure, Adelaide Uni. Georgia Macri now on the ball. Will be called back for a free kick as the rain starts to come in a bit heavier. Once again, the commentary curse coming into play after I said the rain has avoided the players for majority of this match. I'm sure they have enjoyed the weather at least up until this point. Robson Burnett delivering some instructions about how to go with this set piece. Maddie Wright to deliver in. Goes down the right towards Georgia Macri. She'll put in a cross of her own to the centre. Header is only away from Adelaide Uni, cleared by Richardson. Hammersley looks to find a ball that cuts through the centre. Simmons able to keep the ball. That one goes long. Header upwards and away. Macri. Yamada. Finds it through and in on goal here, looking for a fourth. And Goldsmith doing what she does best. And preventing a fourth for the home side this evening. At least for now. West Adelaide looking for another premiership, of course. Goldsmith spills that one. Able to collect in the end until she's not. Ali Seaton, our referee, calling that one in the end as a foul on the goalkeeper. It's my understanding from that one. Always a tough situation. Uni can continue with a throw. Burke will take. Wellington's header will give Uni another. Richardson goes through the legs. The offside flag goes up, unfortunately for Adelaide Uni. Have had moments, nothing too clear cut tonight of Adelaide Uni this second half. More so has gone the way of West Adelaide. The first half fairly even in terms of at least possession and ways forward, but this second half, West Adelaide in plenty control. And deserving of the 3-0 lead to add. Notto was under pressure, had to turn and switch the ball out wide. Cross will come in, Yamada to chest it down. Yamada again! Oh, Nina Yamada. She herself gets a brace.
Number 27. You got it. Nina Yamada.
And in the last 10 minutes, West Adelaide make it 4. A brace from each of their milestone women. Clark. You could hear that one. No foul though. Pass goes out wide. Sophie Burke looking to cross it in on her left. Only finds the block of Hayley Wellington. Now in a standoff. Clark has to go back to Burke and another ball will come in. Does find a connection but nothing too clean. Or towards goal. Back with Sophie Burke. And with another cross. Cleared. Only for now, though. Borton. Flicked on header. Only towards Aaron Murphy. West Adelaide with Mulberry Vista next week. On Saturday at 3:15. Adelaide Uni away to Campbelltown on Friday at 7:30. Campbelltown now with their first points of the season. West Adelaide readying a triple change. And now we've cleared their bench, as it's Wellington, Yamada and Wright to come off, and Nelligan, Bakary and Mitchell to come on in their place. Hasn't scored since coming on late in round one. Has Bella Nelligan. Port Pirie native. Had 25 goals for their reserves in 20 matches last year and was equal player of the year alongside her other substitute in Tessie Mitchell. Bakary, another who played reserve football of last year but for Metro United. Didn't get to play in the first team for them, but has done so now on 4 occasions, has Nadia Bakary. Uni. Attack breaking down. You need to make some subs of their own. Minnie Clark and Amy Wallace to come on. Off comes Charlotte King. The twin sisters able to play on the pitch at the same time together. Looking to try and make something for Uni late on. Cross does come in. Minnie Clark, the option there from their header. Macary's touch goes out. 3 minutes left. West Adelaide with a commanding lead. A brace from Blackett and Nini Yamada. Very fitting on what is their 300th match and 50th match, respectively. Blackett's 300 all-time from SA in her stint with Heidelberg in NPL Victoria. Nini Yamada, her 50th in South Australia, both with West Adelaide and Sturt Lions for a season. Bakary was looking for Nelligan. Burnett opting to go back to Erin Murphy. She'll clear long in turn. Macri waiting for the bounce. McFarlane back to Erin Murphy. Now Lauriane Renault. Carry and a foul on Renault. Free kick will come long. Ball does come down, falls to the edge of the box for Bakary. She'll have a second go at it, also blocked. Unable to use her body this time around. Janatsu Kayo driving through the centre. Blackett trying to pull her back. And then fouled in the end. Will be a booking for Nicole Blackett. Great run by Chinatsu Kaya, though. Wasn't stopping for anything unless she was made to do, in which she was in the end by Blackett. It will be who won the foul in Chinatsu Kaya to take. Looks like she will go direct too, from distance. Chinatsu Kaya, her effort going over the bar. Into additional time now, and at the discretion of our referee, Ellie Seaton. Five wins from 5. This looks to be for West Adelaide. We'll go on the table with 15 points. Three in front of West Torrens Burkalla. Won the league with a large gap last year. And of course, invincible in the regular league season. I'm sure they'll be looking for a more successful finals campaign come year's end. Macri. Tessie Mitchell. Scored in that cup final late on against Sturt Lions. Kaya late on, just causing a bit of hassle for the West Adelaide midfield. That ball has too much to be kept in. Three minutes into added time. That ball's cleared high and over the wall once again. Still having to play out this throw. I'll get another. Nelligan, her touch hard, but doesn't matter in the end as West Adelaide come to a 4-0 win in round 5. 5 from 5 for West Adelaide. Adelaide Uni with their second defeat of the season in their first match without scoring a goal as well.
And your captain, the goal bracket, with the other 2. Congratulations, girls.
A cold night, a wet night for these two sides, but the reigning premiers coming out on top at the end of the 90. We'll have one more look at the full-time stats. 13 shots, 8 on target. 6 and 3 for Adelaide Uni. West Adelaide really just able to make things count. More so than the away side for tonight. They'll face Campbelltown next week. West Adelaide with Modbury Vista now fresh off a defeat against Salisbury Inter not too long ago, not too far from here too. Just a quick wrap-up of the results. Of course, on Monday, Adelaide Comets defeating Football SA 4-1. West Torrens Bocala 1-0, courtesy of a penalty against the Metro Stars. Campbelltown 5-1 winners, and down to 10 against Flinders. Salisbury Inter in the end against Modbury Vista, having a 5-1 win as well. And this one ending 4-0, which is where we wrap up. Thanks for your company this evening. I've been Seb O'Neill. That's it for round 5. Plenty more football to come this weekend around the place, and of course next week in round 6. But full time here at Kilburn Sportsplex. Full time score: West Adelaide 4, Adelaide University 0.